If you followed me here from my other YouTube channel, you know from all my diamond size and price comparison videos that buying diamonds online is not only less expensive, but a better way to buy diamonds. For starters, you save up to half the cost by simply purchasing your diamond rings online from one of the reputable websites. Well, there are only really two websites that you want to stick with when buying diamonds to make sure they're reputable. In this video, I will show you how to buy diamond rings online, how to get a diamond ring in your budget, and what I recommend you look for when shopping for diamonds, and why online diamond buying is better in the first place. Let's go to one of those websites now, and this website is in the description below this video. Now, even though you are online, you only want to buy diamonds that you can inspect visually. So make sure you first click this 360 view box. That will make it so the feed only shows the diamonds that give you a 360 view. This is important because you will see you can make sure the diamonds have no visible flaws and you don't just rely on the certificate, even though the certificate is more important. In fact, this is one of the reasons you want to buy online anyway. This 360 view makes diamonds easy to compare, unlike a brick and mortar store where you have to ask some sales rep to see each and every diamond you want to look at. And let's be honest, you eventually stop asking them to see the diamonds because you don't want to bother them. Also, this 360 view uses lights that expose flaws as opposed to brick and mortar shops that hide the flaws with beautiful and intense lights. On top of that, this 360 view is a magnified view, so you can easily search for flaws so you aren't surprised when you notice one after you leave the store. Now, most people will be shopping for round diamonds, but just FYI, you can get higher carat diamonds for less money that also look bigger if you buy some of these other shaped diamonds. Watch my shape and price comparison video if you want more information on that, and I will link to it in a playlist at the end of this video. Now for what to look for in these other categories called the 4 C's. If you don't know, those are cut, color, clarity, and carat. The first C you want to choose and filter for is the cut grade, and it is important to start here. In my opinion, no matter what, you want to select an ideal or excellent cut diamond. Why? 2 reasons. 1, if your cut is excellent, this means the diamond will sparkle at its peak. That is how you get the brightest and sparkliest diamond. 2, if you don't get an excellent cut, not only will the diamond lose its sparkle, but they can play with the angles of the diamond cut so the diamond appears smaller than the carat would suggest it should look. So let's say you buy a 1 carat diamond. If the cut is just rated good, which is not excellent or ideal, it may end up looking like a 0.9 carat diamond instead of a 1 carat diamond. Those reasons are why I never compromise on the cut. If you're wondering what this Astor Ideal cut grade is, every store has something similar to this. It just means the diamond is cut perfectly symmetrical according to that retailer's standards. But it is not an official grade from a certification lab. But if you're going for a very perfect diamond, you can click that filter to up the quality just a tad. Next, we head over to clarity. Clarity tells us how obvious diamond impurities will be in the diamond you're looking at. The lowest I would go if you want a nice diamond is VS2. At this level, any impurity in the diamond will be very hard to see with the naked eye and normally will pass my 10-second test. That means anyone looking at your ring for 10 seconds or less will not notice any clarity flaws. And that is probably the average of how long someone will look at your diamond. If you want to go higher than VS2, be my guest, but bare minimum for me is VS2. Now that was my bare minimum, but I personally like to stay in the VVS2 and higher when I buy diamonds, as these are very nice diamonds. Now we go on to color. This is a matter of preference to me because unless the diamond is sitting right next to another diamond, it is hard to tell how yellow a diamond is, unless it is really yellow. So I normally stay above an H in color unless my diamond will be next to other diamonds on the ring. Then I would make sure to stay above an F in color. If you want to see comparisons of color and clarity, I have a few videos on those as well that I will put in the playlist at the end of this video. The last big thing to take into account is my budget. Now with this filter, I select a price range for the budget that I want to spend on the diamond. And then I go down below and I select the biggest carat diamond in my budget. Now you'll notice I don't really play with the carat slider at all. I completely skip it, in fact. I figure most people want to buy the biggest carat diamond their money can buy, and why not let your budget determine the size? The only time I would use this is if your girlfriend has told you they want at least a specific size diamond. Then still, I wouldn't compromise on the cut, but then you can lower the color or clarity to fit your budget if you want to do it that way. But I recommend the original way I explained it. The next thing you want to do is make sure your search is limited for GIA certified diamonds only. Now the website I'm on only has GIA diamonds, so there's no need to have a filter for that because this is a quality diamond retailer. Some websites, like my second favorite website, you will have to find a box to click that option. If you don't, then you will find a super cheap diamond and realize later that you actually bought an inferior diamond for more money because they got an inferior lab to grade the diamond higher to trick you to pay more for a lesser diamond. My point is just stick with GIA and you won't end up with a diamond that you think is better than it actually is. All these other filters are not as important for most people. In fact, if they were important to you, you probably wouldn't be watching this video right now because you probably know a little bit more about diamonds. They only up the quality ever so slightly. The only one that I sometimes prefer is fluorescence grade. I actually like fluorescence in most of my diamonds. If ultraviolet light shines on them, they will get this glow. I actually think it's really cool. Apart from that, fluorescence doesn't do much to the diamond's overall appearance. One study did actually show that people thought that diamonds look brighter when they have fluorescence, especially if the diamonds are a little more naturally yellow. It kind of cancels out some of that perceived yellow tint. Plus, these diamonds are cheaper because some people don't like fluorescence in a diamond. But you can watch my video on fluorescence to learn more about that. The point is, if you don't mind fluorescence, you get this cool glow and a less expensive diamond, so you can click there on the filter for that if you want to. Now here I like to click on the visual view so I can actually see the diamonds instead of just seeing the specs. Now this is a lower view than what you'll get on the individual page, but I still like to see the diamonds. I like this because you get an initial upfront comparison, and sometimes it actually helps. This is helpful if you want to make sure your diamond doesn't look cloudy or overly flawed right off the bat. If you further want to compare two diamonds, you just need to click on the hearts and you will be able to do that. You'll be able to compare the 2 or 3 diamonds that you want to compare right next to each other side by side. Down here are all the specs you filtered for at the top. Now, this More button will tell you all the other things you need to know about the diamond. Now I'm going to lower this clarity grade to help me show you the rest of how to buy diamonds. If I don't choose diamonds with flaws, you may not see the difference. So I will make all the diamonds SI1 and below. Now let's say this one piques your interest. What you want to do is go to the diamond's product page and look for flaws. At the level of SI1, you will be able to see some flaws. If you do have to go this low in clarity, what you want to do is make sure the flaws aren't on the table of the diamond, but rather on the side of the diamond where they can be hid under prongs if needs be. If the flaw is on the table where you look down on the diamond, it's more likely people are going to spot the inclusion. Now let's say you found a few diamonds that you like and you've narrowed it down. What you want to do is check the GIA certification slip. Now this ability to access this certificate is why I like this website the best. And this website is also slightly less expensive, so I like that as well. You see, the other website doesn't have the certificate to view online like it used to. The certificate is important to see to make sure all the diamond specs match up to what you think you are getting. Additionally, I like to make sure that the description in the certificate does not have any mention of clouds, so that's another reason I like to look at the certificate. Clouds are a subtle flaw that kills the brilliance of the diamonds. If you want to know what all these other flaw markings are, I will link to a website below where you can reference what each flaw is and what the mark means. The last benefit important to me is to check the report number here. And you can take that number and verify the diamond's quality on GIA's website if you wish. Then, when you get the diamond, you can make sure it is the same diamond you ordered from the website because it will have the same number. And some diamonds even come with a microscopic inscription of that number on the diamond to further verify the diamond is the correct one that you ordered online. You will know if it has this inscription number by checking here on the report. Now, as if this website wasn't awesome enough, there is a way you can get the diamond even less expensive, and that's if you send the payment through a bank wire. So now that you have found your perfect diamond, you need to find the perfect ring. I will make a follow-up video on this on how to buy an engagement ring band. And when I'm done with that video, I will post it here in a playlist at the end of this video. But just a heads up, if you can't find the engagement ring band online, then what you do is you buy the diamond and then you go shop for the ring elsewhere. And for a small fee, you can have it placed into that ring and it will still be way less expensive than buying it from that store. And therefore you will still have saved a ton of money. Make sure you watch more of my videos on marriage proposal tips and everything engagements. Click on the links below and it will help you out when buying diamonds. And if you aren't getting engaged, watch my travel, health, and home automation tips on my other channel. Like, subscribe, and watch one of those other videos now.